everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Sarah and today I have another project pan intro for you. So this is going to be just my kind of main year-long project pan where I've just picked out the products myself. I really want to finish the majority of the products that I picked out. But for the most part, these are products that I do really enjoy using and I do want to finish up this year. And I know some of them will be a very big challenge and some others are going to be a little bit easier. And like I did mention, it is going to be a rolling project. So when I do finish something or hit my goal on something, I will be rolling the product out and rolling something else in its place. And as we go through this year, I may choose to lower the amount of products that I have because I think I have about 17 products in this project and I didn't choose like a particular number or anything. It just, these are the products that I decided to pull out to work on. So yeah, this is going to be kind of my main project pan. All of my other projects I think are going to be more so focused on rotation and rotating through my collection. You will probably recognize quite a few of these products from previous project pans. I'm not going to be super concerned with rolling items into this project. It is a rolling project, but if I do kind of make it more so, get it down more so to being like a project 10 pan or something, that would probably be better. I think I'm going to attempt to do that rather than rolling in a ton of items, but if there are things that I want to roll in, I will. So this project isn't super duper structured or anything like that. It's just literally just a way for me to track my progress on some of these items that I do want to finish up. So I don't have too much else in the way of details here. I'm going to update this monthly. That's pretty much where we're at. So okay, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and introduce the products. And I will tell you guys my goals for all of these. But I am going to go ahead and start with the like non-makeup items. So I do have some skincare, hair care, and a fragrance in here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start with those and then we'll get into the makeup. The first product, I just want to kind of get these out of the way because it's actually 3 products, but I'm counting it as one full item because they are like deluxe sample size type of products. I have 3 of these Herbivore facial oils. So I have the Phoenix one, which is kind of this orange oil. I have their Emerald one, which is obviously green, and then I have their Lapis facial oil, which is this blue one. The Emerald one, I do believe that they reformulated and it now has like CBD oil and stuff in it, but I believe this is the original one, and I actually do have the newer one and I do like it. I'm not sure how much it really does other than keeping my skin hydrated. I know that each of these are supposed to do something different, but I actually don't remember what the difference was, and for me, I don't know. Facial oils are basically there to hydrate my skin and I don't really feel like they do much else just because they are sitting on top at that point. They're sitting on top of so much other skincare like a moisturizer and stuff that I just don't really feel like they're really able to interact with the skin a whole lot, but I could be wrong. I just personally don't feel like these do much other than hydrate. So yeah, I just got a little mini set from Herbivore. This was maybe like a couple years ago and I just would really like to use these up because they've been sitting around for a while and I've maybe used all 3 of them in total like just a handful of times. So there's not a whole lot. You know, they're pretty full is what I'm trying to say, and I just want to go ahead and finish these off so that I can have less things in my skincare collection and in my bathroom and all of that. So for these 3, I'm counting them again as one product, but I will be marking their usage separately, if that makes sense. And then also my goal for all 3 of them is to finish them. Alright, and then next up I have my Mario Badescu facial spray. This is the rose water one and I don't like these sprays. Part of me wants to just, you know, just dump it down the drain. I don't really enjoy these types of things for my makeup. I have other sprays that I prefer to use when I am doing my makeup. So these I would use for like skincare purposes, but I guess I just don't really have a use for them. Like they don't really fit into my skincare routine very well, but these are super old and I have all 3. I think there's only 3 of them. I could be wrong, but I have the cucumber one, the rose water one and the lavender one. Just would like to get them all used up this year and out of my skincare collection. Again, I don't think that they do a whole lot. I don't like the spray on this either. It's so fragrant. Like, the fragrance on here is extreme, and I know a lot of people have been talking recently about how kind of bad these are because they have I believe it's because they have essential oil and because of the fragrance in here, or it could just be the fragrance, I'm not sure. But either way, I really want to transition my skincare routine into just completely fragrance free because I always knew that fragrance like wasn't great for you, but it's just like coming up more and more, and it's something that I think more brands are transitioning to being fragrance free. I mean, some of them, not all obviously, but okay, so I had to go change my battery, so I'm not sure where I left off. I just want this out of my collection. I believe this is my last skincare product. I have a face mask, not the kind that we have to wear to be outside, but like a skincare face mask. This is the Ole Henriksen Pig Hydra Clay Detox Mask. I don't know if I said that right, but it is like a white clay mask. It's supposed to be like hydrating, but also detoxing. I honestly don't know if it does a whole lot. I feel like it's not as drying as other clay masks, so in that regards I can see, yeah, it's hydrating in that sense, but in terms of actually hydrating my skin, I don't know if it does a whole lot. And in terms of detoxing my skin, again, I'm not sure that it really does a whole lot. I just realized my little lamp is not on. Let me fix that. Back to this mask. Again, I'm not sure it does a whole lot, but it's getting pretty old in my skincare collection. It's just been kind of chilling in my bathroom for a while. I got this in some sort of subscription box. I don't know if it was like FabFitFun or definitely more recent than a BoxyCharm, but I don't really know. So my goal is to finish this off. I don't think it'll be too hard. It's not a full-size product, and I've used it several times at this point, so I don't know how much like in here is air and how much is actually a product. I think though I still have quite a few uses left to go on this, so I will do my best to track my progress. But I would like to get this used up within the first few months of this project. I don't want it to be in for a super long time. Moving on, I also have a body spray that I wanted to put into this project. So I have, I think at this point, I want to say I have 4 Bath & Body Works like body sprays. I really would like to work my way through them because they are really old. I haven't bought anything from Bath & Body Works in so long, so I just don't really feel like they should still be kicking around. So this one is the Black Raspberry Vanilla, and I don't believe they still make this packaging anymore. And if you guys are like OG on my channel, one of my first project pans actually, I put in, I believe, this same scent, but it was an even older packaging, and I was able to finish that off. I think it took me quite a while, but I did it. Yeah, I would just like to get this finished off. This scent is like, I don't know how to describe it at all, but this is the scent that I would wear in like middle school. Remember that at one point I picked this up because I was feeling nostalgic, and even though I hadn't finished my other one, I bought this as like a backup. I would have been fine without it. So maybe I can have this out by like halfway through the year. And then I do have I have 3 more that I would like to pan, I think, because I don't really want them hanging around. So I will be marking it on the side so we can track progress. Let's go ahead and move on. So I do have one hair care product, and this product, I think I like it. I feel like it makes a difference, but the reason I'm actually going to put this in this project is to try to get myself to use it more consistently so I can really see if it does actually help. I just haven't been good about reaching for it. So this is the Beauty Bio Healthy Scalp Serum, and this is supposed to help not only to exfoliate your scalp, but also to hydrate it and help you, it's supposed to help you grow thicker hair or more hair or something. I don't know. It says hair density treatment, but this you can only use when your scalp is clean. That means, I'm going to be using it on wash days, but a lot of times I forget to reach for it after I've washed my hair, and I'm just hoping that putting it in this project will help me remember to reach for it more often. I'm also going to leave it out somewhere where I can see it so that I remember to use it. But mostly I just want to see if it actually helps with my scalp irritation and my dry scalp and all of that. I think it does. Like I feel like I notice a difference when I do use it, but I haven't been using it consistently enough. So I don't know, I just feel like, again, if it's in this project, I might be better about using it more consistently. I don't think I'm gonna have any trouble using it up because it's not a ton of product and I do use it all over my scalp. So I feel like in one use, I'm using quite a bit of product. So I don't see this lasting a whole lot unless I'm not able to remember to use it. So hopefully that won't be the case, but yeah, I think this is the only hair care product that I put in here. Oh, and my goal is to finish that. All the rest of the products are makeup products, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into those. So this first product you might recognize from some previous projects. This is my Jane Cosmetics eyeshadow primer. So this was originally pulled into my whole collection project pan from 2019. Then I also rolled this into my graveyard project pan from 2020. It's still not done. I have been working on this even outside of projects and I don't know, I can't finish it. There's still so much product in here. I was hoping that some of it would be air and I was hoping that it would go through quickly because we're right at the bottom, but this thing is just lasting forever. So I am putting it into this project so I don't forget to continue to work on it. I'm going to finish this. Hopefully it won't take too long. And then moving on, I do have a Wet n Wild eyeliner. So this is their, what is this called? On Edge Longwear eye pencil, and it's just a black liner. It's in the shade You're the Yin. I feel like it transfers to my lower lash line a lot. I have had some trouble with it kind of smudging on my inner corner if I like accidentally touch my eye or if, you know, my eyes get at all a little watery. So I don't love this pencil. Part of me wants to just be like, okay, move on to a different pencil. Like, you don't need to finish this. I'm gonna try. I've been working on it for a while, and so I do want to do my best to try and finish it up. But I do have some other black liners, so kind of still on the fence about it. But I'm putting it in this project and I'm gonna do my best to finish it. And hopefully, you know, it won't take me too terribly long. My goal is just to throw this into my tight line as often as possible on days where I really want to make sure that we're not having any smudging issues or any transferring issues. I will just opt for a different liner that I like better. So this will just be kind of my everyday one and try to use it up. This I do want to finish if possible, so that's my goal. So I actually have two primers that I'm going to be putting into this project. The first one is also from my 2019 whole collection project pan, so if you watched that, then you know what this what this primer is. It is the Elsi Pro Radiance primer, and I even have like the marks from that project, and I still haven't finished this. This has just been kicking around in my collection. Honestly, I'm not really super duper into illuminating primers these days. I used to be, but I much more prefer something that's going to be smoothing and also hydrating. So if I have to kind of combine primers, I do that. I'll use like a smoothing one in my T-zone and in that area, and then I'll use a hydrating one kind of more so like all over the face. But illuminating primers, I'm just not really super into. I feel like they don't really do enough, and yeah, they're not my favorite. So this one I would have just thrown away, but because it is pretty close to being done, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna challenge myself to finally finish this. So it's hard to tell like where the product is because it does kind of gather on the sides and kind of build up on the sides and whatnot, but I do think we are somewhere kind of down here. So I will be trying to see if I can like shine a flashlight, or, well, I have my ring light here and I'm not able to really see through it, so we'll see, but I'm not exactly sure where this will end up settling. As soon as I can kind of get a better sense, I will mark it. This is also a product I would really like to finish off. And then I have another primer, and it is a sample size. So this is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer, and I actually have really been enjoying this primer. I just feel like I have so many little tiny primer like samples, and I just want to get some of them moved out of my collection this year. So this is the first one that I want to work on, and as you can see, it is an airless pump, so we'll be making marks on this, but they will be going up rather than down. We'll see how this goes, but I think I can have this done in a couple of months. I mean, I use a little bit of it, probably like not even necessarily a full pump, just for like the center of my face, so Not sure how quickly I'll be able to get through this product. So moving on, I do have one foundation, and I have my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. This is in the shade Porcelain. It's almost done. There's not a whole lot left here. I don't know how, I wish I had like a full size or like a brand new one to compare this with. So I don't know how much was originally in here, but I do feel like this is not a lot of product, and this goes down, like every time I use it, it goes down so much. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to use this up, but I actually would really like to get this used up by my first update. That might be a little crazy, but I would really like to get this moved out. I think that this is one of the oldest foundations I want to say that I currently have. It is one of my favorites, but I feel like it's not performing as well as it used to. So for that reason, I really just want it out of my collection, but I really would hate to not get every last little bit out of here. I also have another spray that I'm not really sure if this is I believe it's a setting spray. I'm not sure how well it's going to like lock in my makeup, but I just saw this sitting around and I thought, you know what, let me just go ahead and get that used up. Even if I don't like it, it's such a small size, I should be able to go through it pretty quickly. So I have here the Lila Bee Aglow Face Mist. I got it as just a little sample. Obviously, I don't know when I got it. Been kind of just sitting in my drawer, in my makeup drawer for a while, and I would just like to finish it off. All right, so next up I have cheek products. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with a bronzer. I'm sure a lot of you will not be surprised to see this in a project pan. I did mention I believe that I am going to be putting it into a project, so this should not be a surprise, but I am going to put this in. This is my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This one is the shade Light Bronzer. I do also own a different shade. We already have a pretty big pan in here, as you can see. I'm trying to remember like when I hit pan on this. I don't remember. I think it was in 2019, so it's been just like hanging out, having pan on it for quite some time, and I really just would like to get this used up and out of my collection because it is so old and it is a product that I really love, so I would love to completely finish it, and I have never ever finished a whole bronzer. So yeah, I really want to be able to say that like, yes, I have finished a bronzer. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Next, I also have a blush, and this one is a different goal. So this was in my Graveyard project pan this year, and it is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso, and I think that this is one of the oldest blushes that I own, so I would really like to at some point completely pan this, but I just don't know how I'm going to pan a blush. Like I want to try. I've hit pan on a blush before, but I just don't know if I can ever completely finish one. So I'm actually just going to make my goal to use this another 30 times. I believe that was my goal in the Graveyard project pan as well. I just want to get 30 more uses on this, and if at that point I'm seeing more of a dip, I may change my goal and try to actually like hit pan on this. Alright, and then I have a highlighter, and again, this is probably one that a lot of people knew that I was going to be putting into this project. This is my Mary Luminizer from the Balm, and I've talked about this so many times. This is one of my favorite highlighters. I can't completely show you guys because it is crumbling and I don't want a ton of product to spill out. So I'm holding it like this. We do have pan, that's why it's crumbling. I just want to get this used up, and I definitely think that I will have to repress it at some point. For the time being, I'm gonna work with the crumbles, see how far I can get. I would hopefully like to have this finished by the end of the year. I have another cheek product. It's kind of a duo, so there's like 2 pans in it. This one might seem a little ambitious to a lot of you because of the other products, the other cheek products. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this project. I would like to make some progress on this product, and if it does take me the entire year to hit my goal, that's fine. I am putting in the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. This is what it looks like. I'm sure you've seen it before. We have a highlighter and a bronzer. I would say shade-wise, even formula-wise, pretty comparable, I feel like, to both the Mary Luminizer and the Butter Bronzer. They're not exactly dupes for each other by any means, but they are similar. I've owned this for so long, and it was an expensive, pricey product, and I do remember just absolutely loving it, and I've been reaching for it recently. I'm not sure that I'm the biggest fan of it now that I've been reaching for it a little bit more. It's been a while, you know, since I used it last, so I don't know if my preferences have changed or if the product just isn't working as well as it used to, but either way, I would like to continue to work on this, and I think my goal for these two pans is to just hit pan in both. So the highlighter shade you'll see in like pictures is a lot more used than the bronzer over here, the sculpting shade. So the next two products are both lip products, and these are products that have also been in project pans previously and more recently. So I'm pretty excited to be rolling these into this project because I do want to finish these, and I didn't have the motivation in 2020 to get these finished up. I hope you guys are excited to see these again because I do think I can finish them this year, and hopefully it won't take me the full year to finish these and I can roll in some other lip products. But I have a lip liner. It's the NYX Natural Lip Liner. I'll go ahead and swatch for you if you are not familiar with this. It's just a really beautiful nude lip liner. I do have it on today. I'm wearing a different lipstick. I wanted to give myself a break from the lipstick that I'm about to show you, but if you know the combo from my whole collection project pan in 2020, then you know the combo. Yeah, that is the other products I have, is the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche Lippy, and this is in the shade Gemini 2, and these were both in my whole collection project pan. I wear them together all the time because they work really nicely together. I will be marking these on a fresh new piece of paper for this project pan, and my goal for both of them is to finish both of them. The lip liner, I do think it's going to take me a while just because it's, you know, it is a liner and those just take longer. This little mini, I'm not going to be as optimistic, I guess I'll say, as I was in my intro for the whole collection 2020 when I was like, oh yeah, this will be no problem to finish this off. I do think this will take me a while, but again, I'm much more motivated this time around, so I do think I can finish this, and I think I can finish it in the first few months of this project. I'm not going to try and rush through it, but I do want to get it finished. It is going to expire soon. The rest of the little minis that I got in the same set are all like close to expiring or have already expired, so I just want to make sure that I'm getting this completely used up because it is a really nice color and I've really been enjoying it. There was a period of time where I got really sick of it in 2020, but I took a break, came back, started loving it again. So, and I have in the past used this as a cream blush and it worked out really well, so I'm definitely going to do that again as well to kind of help speed up the process a little bit. Alright, so that is all of the products that are in this project pan. These are the products that I want to use up this year. I'm not going to go through every single product, but I did want to highlight a couple of goals that I have for my first update just to kind of keep myself going. So I think I did already mention this, but with the Hourglass Foundation, I do want to have this used up by the first update. I just feel like I can do it. I don't know. I feel like I've been dragging my feet with this a lot, but honestly, there's just not that much product left. I feel like I should be able to use this up no problem in the next month if I just remember to reach for it. So yeah, that's my first goal for my first update, is to completely finish this. I would love to have this one finished as well, but I don't know how long this is going to take me, so I'm not actually going to, I'm going to give myself an unofficial goal of trying to use this up by the first update, but I don't think that's going to happen. I would really like to use this blush 10 times before the first update so that we really like knock out just 10 of those times right off the bat, and then I can kind of maybe, if I need to, take my time with this blush a little bit more, but I do just want to start to see a little bit more visual progress on it, so 10 uses in the first month I think is a good goal to set for myself. So that's it for this intro. I don't think there's really anything else to talk about. I showed you my products, I told you what the rules and everything are for it. But if you do have any questions, leave them down below, and let me know for sure if you've panned any of these items. I would love to hear like how long it took you, what your experience was with them and all of that, or if you're currently panning them and we're panning buddies, definitely let me know. I would love to see your progress as well. So I think that is everything. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you back here in my next video, but that's it for me, and I hope you're staying safe and healthy and having a fantastic day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!